What is up, guys? Today I want to talk about Electroneum and how it's going to blaze the market. Let's go.
People just get shot, caught up in the rain of act of violence. Murder over dumb shit. Everything is not connected. Some things are, but you bugging.
All right, guys. So basically, some may say I'm late on the boat, but Electroneum I've been looking at a lot in the last month since it opened up its ICO. Excuse me. And I've had some mixed feelings about it. Not necessarily about the token or whatever, but just its game plan. And basically, I really wanted to know if its model could work. And so I've been crawling through the white paper over the last month, and really it makes sense. It really makes sense that it could work. And with them being able to have a mobile device, they already have a working application. They have a working game plan to be able to mine Electroneum through your mobile devices. I basically wanted to just have a good feeling about it. I usually don't get into ICOs, but this one for sure is definitely has been on my list, and I've just been waiting for the right judgment to make to basically drop some money on it and see what happens. Basically, I think Electroneum has a really good chance at being profitable. Now, what's interesting about Electroneum is that they are making it, they're kind of marketing it as a long-term, you kind of buy and hold, and you obviously mine. And basically what they're trying to do is offset what we have seen from other ICOs where, the pump and dump has been notorious. Now, the reason that it has me intrigued for two reasons per se is that if you hold, obviously Electroneum, they're looking to be more profitable in the long term. Now, what has been the factor in almost all ICOs that offer a great proof of concept is that the crucial point of if you're going to stay in or get out has for any ICO has usually been within the first 48 to 72 hours, 1 to 3 days, when it launches on the exchanges. As we've seen with Regal Coin, and 91 cents a token, and immediately it shoots up based on hype alone, all the way up to I think it went up to like $27 at one point. So, coinexchange.io. So, my philosophy behind this is that I feel that the technology, what they want to market to as far as desktop gaming, and casinos, online casinos, which is very, very lucrative. It can work in the long term. It could work in the midterm, long term, as adoption takes place. But the most lucrative thing about Electroneum is that it already has the hype behind it. I mean, the proof of concept is almost bulletproof. It does have a lot of tokens to release, but at the same time, you know what I mean? People are willing to back something that's going to change the game. I don't feel that at any point in time that Electroneum is going to disappoint. Now, my strategy for Electroneum obviously is to hold and watch the value rise. For people that might be looking to get into Electroneum for the short-term gain, it's also a possibility. You know what I mean? Now, I put in, as you can see, 0.5 Bitcoin, which netted me about 320,380 tokens. And, they already have 99,444 people registered to get this token or to own the token already in pre-sale. So I started doing the calculations and I started looking at, okay, if things change, what would happen, if my 0.5 Bitcoin, you know, if it opens up on the exchange and opens up at 1 cent, you know, I'm looking at still a profit over what I spent. So I definitely get my money back plus a profit at 1 cent. Now, the intriguing thing is that what if Electroneum goes on the initial hype alone, it hits like 50 cent, a dollar. There's a lot of people already in it. So once it hits the exchanges, I mean, it could go bonkers. You know what I mean? You know, it's crazy. At 50 cents, you know, you're looking at close to 100,000. I mean, a Bitcoin, a dollar, you're looking at well over $150,000 in profit. And it's very, very tempting to just, even at that fact, say, you know what, I'm not gonna go along with, you know, whether or not it can produce what it's, you know, what it's basically the proof of concept is explaining and what it says it can do. If you wanted to get out, you know, you would still stand to make a pretty good dollar per token. So, you know, I'm all in for the profit. I think that Electroneum, according to the white paper and according to what I've been reading, is very, very capable of being a very lucrative asset to keep. So I'm in at 0.5 Bitcoin. And like I said, if that thing even hits 1 cent and I have any doubts and I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to get out, you know, I'll still make a profit. So I think that it will do pretty good on the market. We never know what it's going to hit when it actually, you know, goes live on the exchange, on the exchanges that it plans to go on. But I think that it has a very good chance of being extremely successful, such as others in the past, most recently Regal Coin. And I mean, don't just let your money sit and not do nothing. So it's a big chance. I usually don't do ICOs, but Electroneum has been one of the ones that have been on my mind for a while. And today, with 4 days left, I have 3 days left technically, I have decided to jump in. I think it still has a 10% bonus on tokens that you can receive. I know after the 3 days, you'll basically just get 100 tokens per dollar, which is still pretty good. So, you know what I mean? Another chance to grow your income, grow your Bitcoin, and I think it'll do pretty good. But again, ICOs are always a big gamble. You know, it's the biggest gamble in my opinion when you're dealing with cryptocurrency. But I really feel like they have their ducks in a row. They have their white paper. They have everything lined out. They are proven. They already have an application. They are well on the way to being successful. And I kind of think that if you don't invest in Electroneum now, you won't necessarily be sorry, but you will definitely see the loss in the gain that you could have had if you had got in right now. Just like Regal Coin, I got in with $234, and with Regal Coin I already have over $15,000 invested in loans. And that's insane when you think about how much I put in and I was able to get, because a lot of people had trouble getting into that ICO just because the coins were selling out in like 2 or 3 minutes tops. So big gamble. Again, I'm inviting the team who has supported me on other platforms up until now to get into Electroneum, secure yourself some coins, and just wait. You know what I mean? And just wait. Calculate your losses, calculate your gains, you know, what it would take to get your money back. And just wait, you know what I mean? Because like I said, the one big thing that nobody can dispute or argue is that when these programs that are in ICO have a good following, when they are looking strong, when they hit exchanges, hype takes place and the coins obviously skyrocket over value of what the coin actually is. And then it takes a little bit of time for it to settle down to what it's really worth. So if you want to get in it to just, you know, maximize how much your Bitcoin is going to get, or your Ethereum, get in. And when it hits when it hits your bottom line, go ahead and cash out. or stay in it for the long haul. But I definitely feel that Electroneum has a business model that will stand the test of time. And like I said, it's very, very interesting because they are marketing it as a long-term type of holding. They're basically going against the grain and hoping that they can offset the stigma that goes with ICOs, with the pump and dump. But as you know, it all depends on what your goals are. Everybody that gets into ICO, everybody that gets involved with the token does not have the same goals. Some people are in it for the quick dollar gain. Some people are in it for the long haul because they see the potential in the platform. Electroneum is going to have its own exchange. It's crazy. I think that it doesn't really have a chance of failing, but always there is a chance of it failing. So 3 days, 20 hours, 1 minute, 42 seconds, and it's going to go down, man. It's going to go down. I have a really good feeling about this, and I'm in it. 0.5 Bitcoin. It's a lot of money, but put your money where your mouth is, and you see what happens. If it's a loss, it's a loss. If it's a gain, thank God. Just kind of won the mini lottery, but it is what it is, and you have to weigh your own goals based on what you're willing to get involved with. But Electroneum is definitely looking like a good contender, and I missed out on the Regal ICO just because I wasn't really sure about it. So I only put in at the time what I had left in Bitcoin, which is, like I said, 230 something bucks. And I said, you know what, I'm going to try to buy some coins. If I don't get into it, it's all good. I'm still going to support the platform. So, and that's netted me a pretty good increase in what I started out with, $234 and over $15,000 in loans. So I'm going on a limb here and going against the grain because, like I said, I don't usually do ICOs, but this one and Regal Coin has definitely stood out to me, and I've taken a lot longer to jump into this ICO than I did with Regal Coin. Regal Coin was like, I'm gonna do it, and I didn't really think about it, and so far so good, even with all the problems that Regal Coin has had. So again, you don't make money unless you take chances. Scared money don't make money, and my team understands that. So join the team, join Electroneum, get some dollars in there and see what it does for you when it goes on the exchange. But I have a really good feeling about this. Catch you in the next video. Peace.
That'll turn your hatred to love, maybe not though. 350s, 9 millis, stendo 47s. They want us to hold this on.